Hello and welcome, Sheriff here, and today I'm going to test two new aircraft which just got added to the IL-2 Sumovic franchise, of course for the upcoming add-on Battle of Bodenplatte, which is a horrible name. And yeah, two new aircraft got added, the Spitfire Mark 9 and the Bf-09 G-14, and in this video I will fly both aircraft a little bit against each other, and I think I will just talk along the way what I feel about their performance. And we are going to start with the Bf-09 G-14, and I just select real quick the Spitfire Mark 9 to Ace difficulty, which is not really the difference between Ace and others. It's not really that significant. So I'm just selecting some standard stuff here, and it's going until the ammo is gone. I will put the Spitfire to the same altitude than I am. Go with 50% fuel. Let's take the MK108. Just go quickly through the upgrades here. You see the standard you get basically for every 109 from the F4 on the two 20mm gun ports if you want. Not my kind of armament, but yeah, you can do that. 450 kg bombs, one 250 kg bomb, so far so standard. But then you get those here. Those are two rockets you get attached below the wings, and the thing is, after you have fired them, you can jettison them, so they are gone. And yeah, the speed loss after the drop is negligible. So maybe we test those later against A20s or so. I just try to keep this video pretty concise, but we will see how successful we are with that. So we have, of course, different camos. I find they're not really good looking. Most look pretty similar. Then you have of course, a Hartmann camo with this black tulip on the nose. Very famous, but I like to have some. I like the spiral spinners, so I just take those. Yeah, okay. Let's go and see how it performs against the AI. Of course, the AI is not really a worthy opponent for the most part. AI aims pretty well, but energy fighting and turn fighting is not really their business. They are not really good. They can shoot, but that's about it. Alright. Just had to correct some settings for my recording software, but now it's going. So the Bf-09 G-14. If you are a little bit familiar with the G series, you will notice right away some differences. First and foremost, the new Haube, the new canopy the G-14 got. It has much clearer view to the 6. You see here, usually there's a frame right where the Spitfire is right now, and this is gone now. And of course, the top is much more clear and less frames in the way. Furthermore, you get now on the deck, you can't see it right now, but you get 1.7 ATA maximum power on the deck, which is thanks to MW50 injection, which is automatically activated as soon as you put the throttle full forward. And if you do that, you have 10 minutes on full power. And after the 10 minutes, you have to let go of the throttle, and you have to rest the engine for 10 minutes. However, you will rarely need that, since mostly you will use MW50 for aggressive climbing and maybe some high-speed races. And I can count 10-minute long high-speed chases and climb on one hand in my 2000 hours Battle of Stalingrad experience. So you will have time to rest your engine usually. You have enough MW50 for 30 minutes of flight. Yeah, and that's basically it. I expect that the G-14 will outperform the Spitfire in most disciplines: climbing, top speed, and rolling. Something broke off. No, nothing broke off. That is out. I hope I have markers enabled in some way. Have I? But at least I find the Spitfire. Yeah, I don't want to look. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the AI can do is good as shooting. So since I have the Spitfire now inside, I go hide the hut again. Yeah, the Mark 9 is a good aircraft. It's nimble. We will test that in a bit. Maybe I put that into 2 videos or something. Yeah, I will do that actually. Why not? And but I don't expect that the Mark 9 will do much better in this kind of fighting we are seeing here. Has only 12 pounds of boost, and this results in less horsepower than the G-14 has, with a slightly more draggy airframe. Bang, that was a 30 mil hit. Yeah, and now in those absolute high angle vertical climbs here, the B-49 performs now way better compared to the G4 and the G6, especially the G6, since the G6 has already the beefed up armament compared to the G4, and now all the penalties due to the bulges in the wings and in the nose are remedied by the additional power of the MW50. Another good hit, another 30 mil hit, and he's done. Yeah, maybe don't let yourself fool by the Spitfire performance here, since it's piloted by the AI and it really does not know how to evade. But I guess for the first flights it's sufficient. Right now the servers are not up, and I can't fly against human opponents, and this will be of course interesting later on. And especially later on, since both aircraft are basically not correct in the Kuban time frame, so whoops, I'm colliding here. So I won't expect to see those on the servers very often. Maybe in some dogfight servers, but other than that, they're not fitting the time frame of Kuban. The G-14 flew, I think, the first time in summer of 1944, and the Spitfire Mark 9 flew earlier, in 42, I think. However, I think they're on the different settings and of course on a different front and not in the east. The Russians had some Spitfire Mark 9s later on as well. It's very easy to outclimb this Spitfire here, especially on full power. And this one is climbing up now. Cutting throttle, let him hang a bit. If you are familiar with the G4 maybe by now, and maybe not with the G... That was a weird maneuver, but I think he just lost tail control. I like the damage bomb at times. Let's bail out. And yeah, let's test maybe another thing, maybe a bomber for a couple of minutes. And yeah, maybe let's try those little rockets here. I think... As I said, the MW50 is automatically activated as soon as you slam the throttle forward, and then you have 10 minutes available. If you throttle back, the MW50 is disengaged and the cooling effect stops. This guy fights like a fighter. Oh, whoa, those rockets are slow. This is going to be hard, so I have to settle up, it seems. Yeah, the cooling effect of the MW50 is not there anymore, of course. As soon as you throttle back a bit, and then you have less time than 10 minutes on a little bit less throttle, and this is really unusual. So if you want power, if you want to really use the power of the G-14, you have to slam the throttle all the way forward, which is a little bit counterintuitive if you are accustomed to the 1 minute timer of the other 109s. Again, yeah, and here you see the gunners of IL-2 doing their magic aims. Yeah, aiming those rockets might be an option against B-17s, but not against the highly maneuverable A-20. I think guns are still better. I wonder myself how good those are in a proximity explosion. So when they just explode nearby, they should be quite good, since they are basically built around that. Yeah, I use guns. Guns are better. Decided to, obviously. I will just settle up really close and then oops, will fire those rockets. Please. Yeah, other than that, except of the things I just said with the MW50 and the change cockpit, it's basically a G6 with some nice detail improvements. The airframe as well, nice new rudder, a little bit more effective speeds, which was really needed. So I try to hit this guy, but no promises, since those rockets are really slow. Oops. Trying again. I should select unlimited ammo so I have multiple tries. I think I will use guns, and I will never use those rockets. No. So I try now the unlimited ammo until I hit something with those things, since they are, as you can see, really slow. Oh. I doubt that I personally will have some use for those. I mean, I'm not hitting the broadside of the barn with those. I imagine those things are really useful against big formation of bombers, since you basically, if you miss one, then you might hit another. But on a really singled out target like this here, let's see how many shots I need to hit something. And this is IL-2, which is 100 meters in front of me. Here we go. Ah, no. Yo, no. This is absolutely ridiculous. By now I would have shot him a couple of times with guns. $60 meters now. Oh, and now we just compare with guns, standard 20mm. This line. And wing off. Yeah, the rockets. I should be able to jettison them though. Ah, they are angled in an upwards position. Ah, I think, yeah, I mean I have them converging at 400 meters perhaps, since conversions will play a role for them as well. How do I ditch those? Here we go. Yeah, so you can jettison them, then you have only those small little wires still left. And since I have unlimited ammo activated, they just replenish in time, but here you can see how they jettison. So that is a G-14 for you. I hope I gave you some insight. I have not hit anything with those, but I suspect it's possible. Just trying it again. Maybe I can cut in at least one kill. But that's it for today. I hope you liked a little bit of quick video. See you in the next one. Congrats. Hey.